And while in a landmark legal lawsuit over cobalt mining deaths, 5 tech giants have been reportedly accused of aiding and abetting child cobalt mining deaths in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The top tech companies have been sued by a human rights group. And these companies are Apple, Google, Microsoft, Tesla and Dell. The lawsuit filed by the International Rights Advocate IRA on behalf of 14 parents seeks damages for forced labor, negligent supervision and intentional infliction of emotional distress. In the class action lawsuit filed in a district court in Columbia, Ohio, IRA claims the companies aided and abetted the supply chain for cobalt, a metal critical for smartphones and electric vehicles, and forced children to work in dangerous conditions in Congo. It also says that the said companies failed to regulate their supply chains and instead profited from the exploitation. The case has been launched by families whose children were killed or maimed while mining for cobalt. Some children were killed in tunnel collapses while others were paralyzed or suffered life-changing injuries. Now, completely dependent on mining, the Democratic Republic of Congo has significant quantities of the world's cobalt. Hence, the largest producer of the metal. Majority of Congo's cobalt comes from large mining sites where rock is dug up by trucks, but now a growing proportion is coming from an estimated 150,000 artisans or informal miners who dig by hand. With growing demand for the metal, scrutiny of mining practices is also on the rise. Now, the old town of Hasankeyf in Turkey will no longer be the same without its historic Erisk Mosque. The 610-year-old mosque is being relocated to a cultural park away from its original site, and it's not going down too well with the history lovers. The relocation comes as a result of the controversial dam project which will leave the Hasankeyf submerged. The mosque structure weighed more than 2,000 tons. Despite that, it was transported 4 kilometers away on a self-propelled modular transporter. The main body of the mosque was dismantled one by one and placed on a platform under the supervision of officials from the General Directorate of Cultural Assets and Museum. The relocation work took more than 7 hours. Floodwaters from Turkey's 4th biggest dam, Ilisu, which is built on the Tigris River, will result in flooding the ancient town of Hasankeyf. And this is exactly why the relocation of the Erisk Mosque to the cultural park was necessary. The whole process of relocation of the historic artifacts has left historians up in arms. The critics have been vociferously opposing the dam's construction. They say that it will destroy a history spanning centuries. Remember, Hasankeyf was declared a conservation area in 1981.